What's up, friends? So today I want to walk through how I use one Hormozi money model with Skool to make $2,013 in 2 weeks with my community. First, a little bit of proof. So the results over 2 weeks that we ran this, we called it an experiment because we were just trying it out, but it turned out to be something really cool that we're basically already running again and that we'll continue to do. But the results over 2 weeks. So what's nice about this money model is that it attracts new email subscribers. We actually got over 550. We sold 53 individual course sales. We had 6 confirmed conversions to our $97 a month Skool. I say confirmed because I haven't looked since this ended. This ended about a week and a half ago, but we've probably had a few more since then, and we'll get more, as time progresses. So I just kind of capped it at $2,013, but really this is probably going to make us closer to $3,000, maybe even $4,000 over time. And what's the money model? So the money model we used for this one in particular is for the attraction offer, we used a free with consumption offer. The upsell was the $47 course. The downsell was a $20 off coupon code that they could use for that $47 course. The continuity offer, we're driving everybody to the $97 a month Skool. That's our main offer. And then the downsell, the second downsell from that is a 7-day free trial. So let's go into each one a little bit more in detail. So let's talk about the attraction offer. The attraction offer being a free with consumption offer, and all that is a free downloadable PDF. For us, what we do, I can show you our landing page. So we have a landing page that we built super simple through Go High Level. It's a free PDF download, and then they also get a 3-day educational series of emails. Right, so all that it costs them is their email, which is what makes it an attraction offer, right? It's free, but we keep this super clean. We don't go too overboard with it. We could add testimonial, and since it's only a $47 course, we didn't want to go too crazy. And then basically, so when they get that email with the PDF in it, they'll also get 3 more days of emails, and this is Beehive. So we use Beehive as our email provider, and you can kind of see here your Rose Series PDF. About an hour later, they start to get their emails that essentially chunks down the series for them. So one thing with these educational emails is that you really want to focus on value, making them worth opening, right? So we sell a little bit early just in the PS, but we ramp up the selling a little bit more as the series progresses. And we'll do a 3-day, we'll do a 5-day. This actually ended up being a 4-day email, but the bonus email came in later when we decided to open a free trial, and we'll talk about that. So yeah, to me, the key with these is value first, sell second, and then as you get closer to that end, you push the selling a little bit more. How we drove traffic. So this is an important one because people often make these things, but then they don't know how to get people to see them. You need eyeballs, right? You need people to actually click on it, go to it, and then consider your offer. If you're not putting it in front of anyone, it's kind of pointless. So what we did for this particular campaign is we did organic meta posts. And that was Facebook and Instagram. We did mini chat with Instagram. We paid about $80 in paid ads. We didn't go too crazy with the paid ads. We'll probably invest a little bit more later on. And then we did our email list. So I can show you here Instagram. So we created a series of Instagram posts that, some did really well, some didn't do so well. And the ones that we thought would do a little bit better, we put the mini chat on, right? So if someone, comment Rose, right? Because it's the Rose series, and you'll get that link to that landing page, essentially. This one did pretty well. It got 78 comments, cutting that in half, so more like 39 comments. We also had this one. This one didn't get any comments, right? This one, this one got 7, basically Rose comments that we're going for. So we created a handful of these organic posts, and the ones that did the best, we boosted, right? And that's where the money comes in. That's where the paid ads come in. We didn't really create campaigns for these. We just went ahead and boosted organically. I know that's probably not the optimized way to go, but really this was about, how much can we execute as simply as possible. And I do think boosting is just so much easier and just kind of let Meta do its thing. And then the ones that had a little bit more success, we put a few more dollars behind. The ones that didn't have as much success, we, dropped them. And then mini chat. So I was going to show you my mini chat. So this was the mini chat for Rose. If you've never worked with mini chat before, it's super simple. You just create this quick automation so that anyone comments on a particular post or comments a specific word, it sends them a DM to kind of complete the the lead, right? You can collect their email, you can just send them to a page, whatever you want. For this one, we had 46 sends, 44 clicks, so a good 96% click-through rate, very good. So we were very happy with those results. And then our email list. So we don't have a crazy big email list at Savvy, but we do have 11,000 subscribers, and we built that, over a couple years. So that's how we drove traffic. We hit them through social, we hit them through mini chat, we hit them through paid social, and then we sent some sales specific emails. So now we get to the upsell offer. So the upsell offer for the PDF, the free download, is a $47 video course. These courses, we house them in our second community. We actually have a product page on our site. This is through Go High Level, and we sell individual courses. And when someone buys one of these individual courses, they're sent to our Savvy community, which has 785 members. It's not really a free community. It's actually $7 a month, but we just did that to kind of gatekeep it a little bit because we were getting a lot of spam bots and stuff like that we didn't want to have to deal with. But if you buy a course, you actually get this community for free. So the way we have it set up is in Zap, and you can set up a Zap so that when someone buys your course inside your school, it sends them an email inviting them straight into school for free. Right. So yeah, product page on our site. The upsell is also available in the low ticket community, right? You can actually go in here, go to classroom, and these are all courses that people can buy for Savvy. And then, so something we do is we're constantly upselling our higher ticket community, the $97 a month. So whenever someone buys a course from us, they get the school email, and then they get an automatic email through an automation that says, hey, let us refund your money. So if someone paid $197 for a course, or even $47 for a course, we can say, hey, let us give you that money back, and instead, why don't you join us over at the $97 a month community, and you can have all the courses, right? You don't have to be limited to just this one. So that's the immediate upsell into the continuity offer that we have. And then the downsell offer for this, we wanted to see what happens when we offer a $20 off coupon. We sold 53 with the coupon, the code at checkout, and there was a deadline put to it. So that added some urgency to the downsell. And then the continuity offer, so that's our school, right? For most of us, that's going to be either our highest ticket item, our highest ticket offer, or our school community. We have multiple upsells to the school. We have it in the educational course that they get for free. We have it in the post-purchase if they buy a video series. And then when they do one of these things, when they take the attraction offer, we get their email. So we add them to our regular newsletters, any kind of nurture emails that we have, and any future sales emails. So we expect to make money off of this, and people who have, done this for, the next couple months and maybe even year. And then the final downsell offer. So this model had 2 downsells. This one in particular was a 7-day free trial to join Savvy, and we put that in the last 2 emails in that educational series. We don't always have our free trial offer available, so it's kind of special. Anyone who follows us might look at that and say, ooh, I need to take advantage of this now. And then, so yeah, the summary. So, for this model, it was free with consumption, $47 course, $20 off coupon for the downsell. The continuity offer is $97 a month, and then a $7 free trial as an extra downsell. But if you don't have those individual things, right, you can still start with a free with consumption offer, and totally just think of that as a free PDF. It's a giveaway. It's something that someone can consume quickly in return, usually for an email address, right? You could even in return for joining your free community, right? So then the upsell becomes, if you don't have a course, your free community, right? Or your low ticket community. Whatever that next step is that you want them to take, that becomes your upsell. And then as a downsell, if you don't have a coupon, right, because you don't have a course to sell, what you could do is actually just mention an upcoming challenge, right? And you can do this through a series of emails. Hey, notice you haven't joined my school yet. Totally cool. Just so you know, in 6 days, we have this 30-day challenge coming up. It's going to be awesome. Would love for you to be a part of it. Totally free, or, it's just $15 or, whatever it is. Come check us out, see if you like it. And then the continuity offer, instead of a free community or a low ticket community, maybe you offer a done for you service, right? A high ticket service that you charge $1,000 for, $2,800 for, whatever it is. And then the natural downsell of that, obviously, is a payment plan, right? So the goal of this, to show you this, is not to say like, oh, you need to have a course, you need to have a free community, you need to have coupons, you need to have this, this, and this. The goal of showing you this is to show you, as Hormozi says in his Money Models course, like there are no rules. Like think about what the natural progressions are between, I like to think of this as an equation, right? So plus this, minus this, plus this, minus this, right? What are those things that you can offer at each step that gets someone closer to your goal of selling your highest ticket offer? And so I think that's where I'm hoping, this kind of displays you can do it exactly like we did it, right? And probably even better than we did it. But there are other ways you can do it, and you don't have to have always an upsell, always a downsell, right? You can skip steps. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Would love to hear them. I'm on Skool all day, so just hit me up and I'd love to help.